Members of an environmental group in Port Aransas say that they are looking out for the environment. That philosophy, they say, has pitted them against the Port of Corpus Christi and a plan that the port has for Harbor Island. Our Ron Hammy goes in depth on how this desal issue has played out in the last few months.
The residents of Port Aransas are doing all they can to prevent the Port of Corpus Christi Authority from their development of Harbor Island.
The scientists call it an ecological hotspot, and so wrong place to put this brine.
The port applied for a permit to build a seawater desalination plant. Desalination converts seawater to drinkable water. The permit states intake would happen offshore, but the discharge of brine and chemicals from the process would go into the Corpus Christi Channel.
The water budget for Texas, with the growth of Texas, is under extreme strain. You know, we rely on surface water up here. With the growth of this area, with industrial growth of this area, it has to be addressed.
Port Aransas Conservancy has spoken up to stop the construction of the facility. The State Office of Administrative Hearings recommended that the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality deny the permit.
We feel like we have an excellent administrative record that we were able to put together in the contested case. The facts are the facts. You can't go around those. It's the wrong place.
Another study released in March highlighted additional environmental concerns. The study by University of Texas at Austin Marine Science Institute lists a number of endangered and threatened animal species that live in the habitats around the proposed project. Of these, the study says 5 would be impacted in a meaningful way, including the green sea turtle, Kemp's Ridley sea turtle, piping plover, whooping crane, and reddish egret.
What you'll end up seeing is that the effect threshold where you would normally see toxicity, you start seeing effects at a much lower concentration than you would have originally expected because the organism's already so stressed.
It concluded the permit is vague about the possible environmental impact. It recommends against the facility because of the possible ecotoxicological harm.
So we've been advocating, if you're going to take the input, the intake offshore, why not do the discharge offshore? And so I think that's probably the solution.
In a statement provided to Chris 6 News, the port says it was caught off guard by the university's study. Once we have an academic peer review of the research to affirm its merits, we will be in a better position to determine if modifications to the seawater desalination discharge configuration are warranted. TCEQ commissioners will meet on Wednesday to decide on the permit. To find out how you can watch that meeting, you can go to christv.com. Reporting in Port Aransas, Ron Hammy, Chris 6 News.
And listen, according to the City of Corpus Christi's website, the search for an alternate source of water picked up steam in 2014 for the city. The area had just been through drought conditions from 2010 to 2013, and now there are a handful of permits pending to create desalination facilities. As you just heard there, the Port of Corpus Christi has applied for a desal facility on Harbor Island, but they also have one filed in for a plant in the La Quinta Channel. The City of Corpus Christi is also looking at the La Quinta Channel and the Inner Harbor as well. The City of Ingleside is also planning for a desalination plant.